Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the best visual effects and UI mods in Baldur's Gate 3's patch 7. So there's been a bunch of new ones added to the mod manager itself, and the first one I want to highlight on is this facial animations mod. So this is the mod manager. It's got a picture of Lae'zel smiling as the mod image. Highly recommend this. You can see my character is a lot more lifelike here with little eye movements, lip movements, and things like that. And this applies to every character in the game. So even if we look at like Shadowheart, for example, you can see there she's like pursing her lips, moving her eyes around. And it just impacts so many characters. It's a little bit harder to see on Minsk, but he's grimacing there, moving the eyes around. And even for Gale. So this happens. We got Karlach dancing as well. This happens for pretty much all the characters and different NPCs that you'll find in the game. I think this is one of the coolest mods because it just brings a little bit more lifelike appearances to the characters. And yeah, it's fun, especially if you're using the native camera tweaks mod, which unfortunately is only on PC, and you have to use the native, or you have to use native mod loader, and it's a DLL file, so it's not on the mod manager, but I do have a guide on how to install that because that's how you're able to see the characters from all these different angles. So yeah. Also, you may not notice, but my character also has Volo's eye as well as the Illithid ability. So we have partial Seraphormosis here, as well as we got Volo's invisibility eye. So there's mods already. Oh, we saw that there. Very bottom, Volo's Ursat's eye. So we got this, gives us the ability to see invisible creatures without having the appearance. Volo's eye does make it like a green-blue eye. So there's mods on the mod manager now allowing you to remove that, as well as remove the Illithid appearance. There's also ones that makes it like partially veiny. So when this game first launched, the partial Illithid didn't have like that bad of a look, but they changed it now. So there's mods to remove that for yourself, as most people want to make their character look good and not have that all impacted. So that is a really nice thing that's been added to the mod manager. And if you want a little bit of the Illithid look, you can go with that there as well. So I really enjoy those two mods. Also, I guess I can cover it, is the mods that gives us the ability to play music. I love this mod. I just want to cover this here because it does have visual effects, because we got the ability to perform with sprites here, and we can do something like the Weeping Dawn, which has Alfira the Bard here. So I love this because it's just a cool little mod. It does have some visual effects. You can have the Vicious Rockery group as well, which is a bunch of gnomes that'll play music. And yeah, this is pretty fun. We got the performance check successful. But yeah, I like this. It adds a few different appearances to the loots and things like that. So new items, new inventories, and it's got some cool music to it. Everyone seems to enjoy it. So I had to touch on this one. Kind of a visual effect is listed in the mod manager as a visual effect. If we look over here, it's here in this list of mods. So I guess it's right up here at the top. So Ember's Loot, really great mod, a music performance mod with VFX and quality of life features. And it can also make it so that if you have others that can play music, you can give it to other people as well. So I guess we stopped playing music there, but there's a bunch of different ones. There's a chest that can give you, oh, we got toss a coin to your Witcher going on. But yeah, there we go. Got some gold. This is nice. I love this mod. It's just got nice visual effects. Another one's the Mana Flare mod, which I'll show you in the mod manager itself. So this mod's cool. I don't have it, I have it installed, but I have it locked away in a different chest. But it basically gives you the ability to do like ice, any type of elemental damage as a weapon. And it's a pretty cool one. There's 3 different mods associated to this. So they're pretty fun to use and just gives a bunch of different visual effects there. But there's also some mods like the Visible Shield mod, which I think is a cool one. So we got our loot on the back there, which is nice. You can toggle this off. Unfortunately, with these shields, you can't toggle the shields off. So I guess that didn't appear there because I guess I have pulled out the hammer there. So when we put this away, we put our shield on our back. So this is actually a really nice little quality of life and I guess visual effect mod because it just feels right. Although I have had some people report that it does cause issues in cutscenes when you have the shield on your back. So keep in mind, it may not be perfect, but it might be nice if you want to see your shield, especially because there's some really well-designed shields in this game. There's also a mod that was added to the mod manager that allows you to dye your shield. So all the base game shields have the ability to get dyed too. So really cool because you can further take your, I guess your fashion gate to the next level with the ability to add any type of dye to your shield. So I like that mod just for the extra quality of life. There's also some different mods like this one here that changes the counterspell, how counterspell works. So your character does a little whew dance whenever they cast counterspell. So I like that one. Mana Flare again. So there's 3 different ones: the base patch, the starting equipment, which allows you to get it right at the start, and then the Mana Flare magic aura weapon. So these are really cool. I enjoyed them. We also got mods for things like the Spirit Guardian's resize there, so given a 5e radius. Not so much a visual effect, but I mean it is kind of visual whenever you're using it. So I like that mod as well, because it makes things feel a little bit more correct, I guess. And Spirit Guardians being one of my favorite spells, I'll always take any extra that we can get. Now you can see here my UI is disappearing. This is a really nice one. I've gotten a lot of questions around this, but it's actually the better Hotbars 2 mod, the better mini-maps mod, and the better sidebars mod. So you can see there's a little eye right there, there's a little eye right there, and there's another eye right there. So this will make it so that the UI stays on, or you can turn it off. There's also the ability to make the size of it different too. So you can zoom it all the way in. You can center the camera on your character, and then there's a few different customization buttons that you can go with here. So I like these mods because it just gives you a bit more freedom to have that screen real estate, which is nice because this game is really good looking. So we want to be able to get as much as we can on the screen at any given time. So yeah, love that. It's a really nice mod overall. I guess in the realm of visual effects, I'll go over some different hairs just quickly, because you may be wondering what the hair that my character currently is using, as well as maybe even the face. So there are some mods that allows you to use like Shadowheart's face. This doesn't fully look like Shadowheart with my character. Minthara, Kaga, Jaheira, and Isobel's faces. But I'm using Vampirin's head mod. Unfortunately, this is not in the mod manager yet, but potentially someday it will be. There's a lot of different face mods out there, so check them out. There's some really incredible ones. Also, the hairstyles. This is what everyone's wondering. This is all Tav's hair salon on Nexus Mods, which unfortunately will likely not be coming to the mod manager, but there are variations of hair that's already in the game, so who knows? Maybe we'll see something similar come up. So I'm using the fairy hairstyle by Yippee Yee, and it's on mod manager, or Nexus Mods. So unfortunately this isn't in the mod manager yet, but potentially it will be. I love it because it's got some really nice, you can like dye the hair and make it look so cool. So this is a fun one. I think this just works really nicely, especially if you got a character that's you know, wanting to go like with some kind of edgier bangs there. So this one's really well done. I also have a mod that gives you the ability to choose any NPC hair. So we have Shadowheart's hair there, Nier's hair makes your eyelashes go white. These are all in the mod manager itself. But other than this, there is some other really nice ones. So that's obviously the fairy hairstyle from the Nexus Mods that I talked about. But we got the ability to use like Shadowheart's old hairs. And then there's also mods that let you use like Shadowheart's new hair. That's Mistra's hair. A lot of these hairs look really great. There's Gale's hair. It had some weird dye coloring going on. Jaheira's hair. Asterian's hair. Kind of changed color again. A lot of these are changing color, which is kind of funky. They go from white to like a darker color. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's interesting. So I just want to touch on this because this is in the mod manager and a lot of people seem to like this mod. So yeah, but I'm using the fairy hair mod, which is really, really nice. So a few other changes to the UI, like there's a mod that gives you a bit of a different look for the Illithid screen here and other menus. There's also mods, I don't have one of them installed, but there's a mod that makes this screen here smaller. So if you're using like 6 characters in your party, it'll make it so they're condensed more, and you can use there's usually a bar that appears there. So let's say we go and we recruit Jaheira to our party, and you'll see there's going to be a bar on the bottom that allows you to drag it. So there's actually a mod that condenses them so that 6 characters can fit on here at any given time. It does move. Like, it removes one of the icons from here and kind of tightens things up there. But it's a pretty nice one because, again, if you're going to be doing this with the mods, there's a ton of mods that gives you more characters in your party at one given time. So I think that works well, changing the UI to make that look a little bit better. I also have a mod here that gives a bit of a colored background to all the items. And you can see for any item that's not important, it doesn't have that. So when you're going through, you can easily see, like, this is a normal item, this is a magic item, this is a sell item. So anything that doesn't have a background is basically just something you would want to sell, making it really easy when you're going through your items to clear things up. So this is all made by the creator Hates. They made a ton of really great mods that relate to not only just UI, but things like your screen on here, the items. When you go to split items apart, they have a nice mod regarding that. But some other mods that relate to the visual effects here. So there's some that give like different items. So this gives Drow boots to Minthara whenever she does her famous Act 2 speech. There's also a mod that changes Asterian's epilogue outfit. So there's also mods that allow you to take all these outfits right from the start of the game, which is really nice. Less annoying bloodlust, so it gets rid of looping VFX from the bloodlust, only lasting for a few seconds. There's actually a lot of these that'll give a little bit of a different appearance. So like this one removes the temporary, whenever you have temporary health, it removes that like cloak around your character. So again, just makes them look normal, because there's a lot of different things that cause you to look a little bit different in this game. So this removes them. So I guess this one here, you can see some of them have like a little effect that appears around you, and it goes to remove those effects, because some of them can be or kind of annoying to see on your character constantly. Oh, I'm not even showing the screen, but you can see there my character now has like this glowing around their character. Some mods will remove that so that you don't have to see that, which is really nice, because it could be a little bit frustrating if you got that going on pretty frequently. Nature theme Fairy Fire is a cool one, so it makes it green instead of so whenever you cast Fairy Fire or attack and Fairy Fire is affecting something, you can see here that I'm going to use Fairy Fire, and we missed, of course. I have a bow that applies Fairy Fire, critical miss, of course. And geez, critical miss. I'll just attack from a little bit further back. Minsk's got a high defense. We'll just attack Shadowheart. Sorry, Shadowheart. But the Fairy Fire there, it's got a little bit of a greenish blue hue to it, but there's a mod that'll change it so that it's like more greenish, which is kind of nice. So that's also made by Habsglimp. They made a lot of mods for subclasses and classes in Baldur's Gate 3, so that's quite nice. But there's also some other mods that swap animations around. So like this one will change so that if you play as a male character, they use Asterian's animations. There's also one for Shadowheart that'll give, if you're playing as a female character, you'll hold your arm similar to how Shadowheart is holding hers, like that. So could be nice if you just wanted to make your character look a little bit more like Shadowheart, I guess. But it'll mimic her idle animations in camp. So that's a pretty cool one. But yeah, there's a ton, like the ability to turn it into cheese. Alternative appearances for some characters. So this changes like Isabel's character, Mistra, Dame Aelin, the I forgot the angel guys playing her ally. Staff stays in hand. This is another cool mod. So that's a not great image of it, but whenever you cast spells, I use this and I didn't love it, but some people may like it. Whenever you cast a spell, you have your staff in your hand. So could be for some people. There's also a mod that makes the Underdark darker, which is cool. Not my cup of tea, because the Underdark's already pretty dark. So you can see there what it normally is like, and that's what it is afterwards. So could be cool for a second playthrough, especially if you want to make the whole world feel a little bit more realistic like it should be. So yeah, there's a lot of mods here. Also, I guess I should mention this one. You could kind of see it with the block. So I guess I'll show it again there. He's using his arm there to block instead of using, normally whenever you attack, you would dodge roll, or you dodge backwards away from it. So now this mod makes it so that they raise their arm instead of using that. Very cool mod. It's something little, but it makes a big difference there. As you can see, he's blocking it. So this mod was really well made. The Whirlwind 9, great job on that mod, and just brings a whole lot of new character to the game. But yeah, there's a lot of ones also in the UI department. This is where we got a lot of Kate's mods. So the better hotbars too, which I was talking about, mod manager. Basically, I'm using all of these. I like them all except for the better party screen. This one, which I was talking about, condenses the party screen together. I don't love how that looks, so I don't use it myself, but I like all the other ones. There's a lot of great ones here. So there's also another mod that shows approvals. That one's really nice. So just gives you the options to see approvals, and it's pretty straightforward. Whenever you're in dialogue, you're going to see who's approving of what. So yeah, that's a lot of the different UI effects, as well as some different visual effects in Baldur's Gate 3. So I'm curious, what's your favorite visual effect mod in Baldur's Gate 3? Let me know in the comments. Also hit that subscribe button below, please and thank you. Really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you all in the next video.